welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm back here with another video, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys everyday tips to help you in having a fluency English, like a fluent English. Fluency English is not even a word. A fluent English that can help you like just follow these few things and then just you'll get a good English. So it's not it, let's get ahead on the video. Okay, the first one is to listen to podcasts. Now I love listening to podcasts, like something that when I got Spotify, I think that's what I've probably discovered, and it's like the first thing I have listened to. Even though I'll choose music or podcasts, still podcasts are pretty fun. You get to experience people's life from their point of view. That's like one thing. But you might be wondering, how can podcasts help us? So there are millions of people out there. There are so many people out there that, make podcasts about mostly celebrities who make podcasts about their life, and just probably some podcasts about girl talk, which is very cool. I'm very interested in those type of things. Something like, where people call other like fans or strangers to talk about their life and then give their opinion on it. And then you can also understand, like, as there's not only people from your nation, not only their podcasts come, but people from all around the world. Their podcasts are also in Spotify. You can see how each one of them use each word and everything, because that's something very interesting, not gonna lie. I have actually just hit that whenever I was listening to podcasts. When you see that person, you'll be like, I don't know how that person speaks, but probably will sound cool. But when you listen to their accent, you'll be like, that's not what I expected. Like, their voice is so sweet or something like that. So this is how it is. Like, probably you might be a little confused right now, but each person has their own perspective of telling each word. So I'll tell a few words in a different way, and you'll be like, no, that's not how you say it. But in each place, there is one place of how you get a habit of telling a word. So like that's something that will hit you when you're listening to podcasts. But then also you can understand how people tell each sentences, how they use their slang, how they use phrases, how many phrases are there. You can even get introduced to new words while you're listening to that. And then when you're listening to a lot of podcasts and following a podcast, the one thing that will be there is that the person's accent will sit on with you, so you can actually learn a new accent out of nowhere, and you'll be like, this is cool, I know this accent, well, this is very fun, I just have listened to podcasts and now I know how to say this accent. So that's the thing. When you hear the people most and just talk with them the most, you learn the accent, you learn new words. Like just like how you're with your parents from birth to now, you have listen their words, you have listen how they speak and everything like that. So that's how you got habituated and it got sit in with you. So the same thing with the celebrities and podcasts. You listen them the whole time, like a podcast is not for 1-2 seconds or 2 minutes. It's like 30 to 40 minutes long. So the whole thing, you're just listening to them, and the whole thing will sit in with you. You learn new words and you learn the life's perspective. You learn what is happening in their places. You have so much information collected in you. The second one is journaling. Now, journaling is something that you write your thoughts in, and that is why I like the idea of journaling. You write your thoughts, you have a place where you can write your thoughts, and then you can read them out. Now, let's go to the first thing. The first thing that I said to you guys was to listen to podcasts. Now, you have nothing to write down in a journal, but you have so much information in your mind, you don't know what to do with that information. So one thing what you can do is you can take a book, a normal book. You don't need anything fancy. You don't need anything superior for this. Just take a ball pen and just take a book and write down your thoughts. What have you learned from that podcast? Just take a few topics, or might be not only from the podcast, push that aside. Talking about things that are happening around yourself, around your area, around your neighborhood, and then write that down in your book. Probably there might be protests happening, and you will write down in the journal, is the protest happening right? Is what happening right? I don't understand. Just all of the thoughts, you need to free from your brain. You can't have all your thoughts crumbled up in your brain, because that is not healthy, first of all, and you will probably get mixed up. So what you can do is write your thoughts down. Not only how your day was, that's not what journaling is for. You can also write in journaling how I give my opinion on each thing, so that will help you in few things. Third third one is go on social media. Now I know a lot of people out there are like, don't go on social media, it wastes kids time, they learn few things, they don't learn few things, it's just weird. Now you can make social media, you can structure social media in yourself, if you get what I'm saying. Like my social media, like my whole Instagram is all about movies, and as I am a Marvel fan, it's all about what's gonna happen, what's coming out, and like few tweets here and there. So like that's how it is. So also a few art photos here and there. But you can manage your social media and structure it on it depends on who you follow. Like, you know, you can follow and unfollow a few people. So if you follow people from like, you know, I honestly think that if you want a really great fluency of English and you want like a perfect way, and then you also want to learn how different people tell their each words, then follow TV shows. Like, you know, each TV show have their own, like, you know, Instagram handle. Like Friends, they have their own Instagram. So that's what I'm trying to say. So you can actually follow them, because what they do is take their episode, like keep the best golden moments of it and keep them through Instagram, and you can just see through it. You can see how each one of their voice sound different, how each one of them pronounce the word different, how each one of them tell the word different, and that's how it is. But that's like social media, like that's like how the TV shows are. Then you can also follow news channels, which are also there. Like, you know, they also have, I think there are a few which have Instagram handles, if I'm not wrong. And they also, like, you know, keep it through Reels, which is a very great way to explore things, because they're just, well, right now it's like 60 seconds, but like 60 seconds, 6 seconds, 30 seconds of like things in that reel, and you can just swipe down and look through stuff, and you'll get information through that too. So that's how you can help with social media. But your main subject right here is English. So the one thing that you can do is go through Instagram Reels, and then you can structure Instagram through your way by following people through which have, like, you know, that, you know, tell like education stuff. But if you don't want something like that, you can also follow people that tell about shows like Comedy Central. They're pretty cool. And then that's for Instagram. But then for Facebook, you have this little video option where you can watch through videos. But then also there, you have this cool thing that there are people that share tips, and then few vocabulary things, and then few things for English, how you can probably make it pretty great. They probably will tell more, like, you know, information than me, so you can look through Instagram and Facebook and do it. But if you don't want to look through the tips, and if you're bored of doing it, then you can look through the shows. Probably both are the best ideas you've got for the fluency, so that's what I'm telling you. The fourth one and the last one is interviews. Now, interviews are something which are very, very cool. Now, probably you have idols. Like, I have few celebrity idols that I follow. Like, probably I follow all of them in Instagram, but that's not the point. Everyone have their own way, and then you just have your own thing of the idol. Might be the way the person looks, might be the way, you know, the style, and the style really inspires you, so you follow them for how they look and everything. Might be the way they talk and everything like that. So to get more and know about more in the information, you can look through interviews. Interviews are like podcasts. Podcast is something that you listen to, that you don't see, but interviews is something that you look and you can listen both. And interviews in the other way is how they can help you is the body language of the person, and how they use each word, and how they describe each thing. Like, when they're happy, their face glows, and, like, you know, that's how I did it. And then when they're, like, you know, in a low mood, it's like their expressions count, like, you know, actions count more than words, and how they're using their hands, how they're using their words, how they're keeping them in each sentence, and how they're using the gap fillers. You can all do it, and the interviews probably just tell their lives. So that's what it is. The thing is, while you're listening to interviews, you can understand how the person is phrasing each word, how long it's taking the person to tell each thing, and then when a question is asked suddenly, and how they manage to ignore the question, how they manage to just push the question away. Like, they're not comfortable on saying it, so they push it away. It's like, that's pretty obvious, right? And then how their body is, like, you know, how their body language is on the way they speak. And then that's like very, very cool, because when people talking about when there's something they like, their face glows, like they are so happy, they give all the energy they can. And then when they don't want to tell about something, they just have this weird face, and then they're always like, I don't wanna, and so they push it away, saying different things. So that's how, like, you know, what you can learn from the interviews. Like, you can see how the person's doing it, how the person's thinking very hard, how the person is filling up this awkward silence in the room, just how you can learn through that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep supporting. Love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.